2024. Pre-show. Ya está acabando. ¿Qué vamos a estar en el pre-show? Vamos a ver qué novedades hay. Vamos a poner esto tranquilamente. Yo creo que así vamos a ir bien. Inténtalo, por favor. No sé qué coño le pasa esto. Ahí. Y vamos a empezar a darle caña a gente un poquito, ¿no? Lo pongo ahora, ¿eh? Faltan poquito tiempo ya y esto empieza, gente. Bueno, vamos a ver, aunque ya se ha spoileado, ya he spoileado por ahí cositas porque ha sido leaks, pues como ya sabéis, a lo tonto. Hoy vamos a la Minecraft Live, como Dios manda. Y vamos a empezar ya, gente, que va a empezar ya mismo, pues en 10 segundos empezará el tema. ¿Vale? Entonces, ahí le daremos, gente. Voy a poner aquí Minecraft Live también. Y hecho está. Esto empieza. Y esto empieza, gente. Esto empieza. Bueno, vamos a ver. A ver qué pasa. Se guarda. Se escucha bien, ¿no? Ahí lo vamos a bajar. Esto mío micrófono también. Un poquito. Vale. Aquí empieza el tema. Y vamos al lío, gente. A ver, gente.
Welcome to Minecraft Live 2024. We're coming to you from the home of Minecraft here at our office in Stockholm, Sweden.
Bueno, nada. No vamos a hacer esto, así que a verlo, gente, muy tranquilamente, ¿vale?
We've got a fun show for you with the latest and greatest things coming to the world of Minecraft.
Bueno,
a brand new,
así, ¿no?
never before seen game drop, inside info directly from our team, and a sneak peek into the wider world of Minecraft, including some exclusive insight into our upcoming movie.
¿Se escucha
Everything
bien?
we'll show you for vanilla Minecraft is coming
Vamos a bajar un
very
poquito,
soon.
¿no? Un poquito más.
You'll be playing it in the next few months. The community has always
Voy a mirar otra cosa, si está en español, yo qué sé.
Creativity and passion for 15 years in counting inspires us to create.
A ver, porque
Thinking back to those early days, even the official Minecraft
a ver qué
game
dice
trailer
el
was
loco.
made by the community. When I first started playing Minecraft in 2010, this wonderful community-made video was one of the first
vamos a
things I ever
dejarlo
saw
así.
on
Está muy alto aquí, ¿no?
Whenever I rewatch it, I think back to my
Vamos
first
aquí a
times
subirlo un
playing
poco y aquí
and
lo
how
escucharéis
this
mejor
game
porque yo
has
lo tenía muy
changed so
sordo.
many lives,
Mundo
including
Master,
mine.
¿qué pasa, señor? Aquí estamos.
Let's go to a
Claro que me acuerdo de
place
ti, señor. Estamos en
where
la Minecraft
everything is
Live.
made of blocks. Where the
A ver
only
que,
limit
aunque ya han
is your
linkeado todo, pero
imagination.
bueno, claro que me acuerdo, loco. Si
Let's
eres
go
de la network, ¿no?
wherever you want to go.
Aquí estamos.
Climb the tallest mountains.
Aquí nosotros
Venture down
vemos
to the darkest
si
caves.
hay bastante contenido en esta versión,
Build anything
¿vale?
you want.
Lo que anuncien,
Day or night,
haremos
rain or
serie de
shine.
Minecraft Vanilla, ¿vale?
'Cause this is the most
Pero seguramente no
significant
será en
sandbox
directo,
you'll ever
será
set
grabando,
foot in.
veremos.
Build a
Entonces ya veremos,
majestic
depende de lo que tal.
castle. Invent a new
Espero que haya
machine.
bastante contenido, ¿vale?
ride on a
Aunque
roller
ya
coaster.
se ha spoileado, es que han
Play with
liqueado toda la
friends.
Minecraft Live,
Build
básicamente.
your own little community.
Entonces, bueno, ya
Protect
veremos.
yourself with the strongest armor
¿Vale?
that you can craft. And fight
Veremos
off the
cómo va el
dangers of the
tema,
night.
¿vale?
No one can tell you
A
what
ver
you
qué
can or
pasa y a ver qué
cannot do.
sucede.
With no rules to follow. This adventure, it's up to
Siempre,
you.
claro que me acuerdo de ti, Mundo Master. ¿Qué tal, tío? Aquí estamos.
That trailer really brings back memories. We come so far and yet Minecraft is
Madre
still the
mía.
same game we all love. We have now celebrated Minecraft's 15-year anniversary, and it's been an incredible year.
Oye, tengo drops
A few
activados en
highlights
Twitch,
are
no
the
tengo ni
Tricky
puta
Trials
idea,
update, Market
mirarlo.
Summer Celebration, and End the Cup
Ay,
Championship.
pero oye, ah, pues sí tengo drops, loco.
I started working on Minecraft and Minecraft-related projects
Hola,
nearly
tengo
14
drops,
years
qué
ago.
guay.
At first, I was
Uy,
coding
pues
back when
espera, voy
Mojang
a
had a
poner
small
aquí,
apartment-turned office
aquí
here in
drops
Stockholm.
activados, por supuesto.
Now I'm Mojang's Chief Creative Officer, and I try my best to help all our teams to create
Hombre.
the greatest Minecraft experiences.
Dale, dale.
The
Tengo
world
drops.
of
Qué
Minecraft is
bien.
still growing in many ways, and you might wonder how it's possible for us to explore so many stories and interpretations of the universe. The truth is that you, our community,
Vale.
have been doing this since the beginning. Every player has their own
pues ya
story to
está.
tell and their own take
Entonces
on
mi
what
server...
Minecraft
No,
is.
Mundo Master no podía,
We take
tío. Estaba
inspiration from
liado
that
aquí en casa y
creativity
tal y
when
con
we
mis
explore new
cosas.
things. Minecraft Dungeons
Pero
told the story
entraré,
of the
entraré.
Arch-Illager, and Minecraft Legends went back in time and let you
Qué
lead
pena
mobs
que en
into
Minecraft
battle in a
Legends
piglin
y en la
invasion.
Minecraft
Today,
Dungeons
you'll
la
hear
hayan
about some of the
dejado...
upcoming ways we're telling stories beyond our
Le han
games
dejado
and exploring more
ahí...
interpretations of what Minecraft can be.
parado, tío. Ya no van a
Soon
hacer
we'll
nada.
get to see the world of Minecraft brought to life on the big screen thanks to our upcoming film, a
Sí, la
Minecraft movie.
película, ¿no?
I had the opportunity to travel all the way to New Zealand
primera
and
Minecraft
finally see
de
the
Minecraft.
production firsthand. It's one example of how Minecraft is growing in entertainment, but at the heart of it all is still the game. The teams working on Minecraft are ambitious and want to
La
create the
película de
best tools and
Minecraft, bueno.
technologies that will help us and creators to make more Minecraft stories. The core vanilla gameplay team did a tremendous job with Tricky Trials. Now we're planning to have a change of pace in
A ver,
terms of
Tricky
releasing new
Trials
features.
está bien,
Earlier
¿vale?
this year,
Con
they
las
released the
armaduras de los
Armored
lobos,
Plus drop,
que es un
which
drop pequeño
included the
con los
Armadillo and
armadillos.
the Wolf variants. And the
Esto está
ambition
bien.
is to continue to drop more feature nuggets more frequently. These more regular updates
sea,
will
que va a
replace the
haber
yearly summer update that
en
you might
verano.
be used to. This will also allow us to consider long-term improvements to ensure we can build Minecraft for the long run.
A ver, lo que
When we
tienes que
expand into new
espabilar.
areas,
No
our
puede...
primary creative
Lo que
principle
tenéis
is that
que...
it
Lo que tenéis
starts
que...
with vanilla.
Tenéis que
Because,
espabilar.
just as the trailer you saw,
El vanilla
that
tenéis
is
que ir
what brought us
actualizándolo.
here, and it's
Porque
still
va a
our
venir,
favorite game
no sé
for
cuándo.
15 years
Pero
and
cuando
counting.
venga Hater,
You can rely on us,
va a
that our
fulminar.
dedication will last
O sea,
another
así que
15 and more.
espabilar, loco, porque... si no hacéis nada, no hacéis nada. Hay un directo en español de eso, pero no quiero otra gente que hable. ¿Sabes? O sea, escuchar yo solo esto, si hay en español, encantado, si no, no.
Hello everyone, I
Pero
hope
vamos a
you all
dejarlo
are
así.
well. As Jens mentioned, we in the core game team
A
are
ver.
working on drops. And today
Drops.
we are
Va a ser un
excited to
drop.
show you 2 of them that we have been working on. And both of them will release within the next few months.
Vale.
A little bit later in the show, we will, for the first time, show you a completely new drop that adds a new biome.
Un
with its
nuevo
own
bioma.
unique
Vale.
But before that, we would love to start with our next drop.
Vale.
It's a combination of 2 things many of you have been wishing for. It's hardcore mode in Bedrock and
Vale.
bundles. And we call it Bundles of Bravery. And we have 2 amazing, clever team members that will show more.
Cambio de Minecraft, del Minecraft, o sea, el modo de hardcore.
Hardcore mode is your traditional Minecraft experience, except with one life to live.
Sí, a tomar por culo. Si mueres, a tomar por culo todo.
Playing hardcore mode brings back that feeling of the first time that you play Minecraft.
Vale.
Because everything is new, everything is dangerous, but now your entire playthrough, everything is dangerous all the time. And that adds to the level of excitement that you have for everything that you do. Everything is new, everything is scarier, because you can't afford to make any of those mistakes. In Java
Master.
and in Bedrock, we have a very different menu experience for getting into hardcore mode. So in Bedrock, we have this nice little toggle that you flip that says, I want to play this in hardcore
Pásamelo
mode.
por mi
But
Discord,
my
que
favorite part
tienes
is
ahí el
that
Discord mío.
in the corner where you
Está en la
have your little
descripción.
image of your
Me lo
world that
mandas
you're
por
about
privado
to
y ya
join,
está.
a little
Como por
outline
ahora.
appears, and then the hardcore heart like starts to pulse
Oh,
there.
con un
So you really
corazón.
know that you're going to have a very difficult experience in front of you. When you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, you get into a routine, and you do things on the regular that are just very normal for you. But when you play hardcore mode, you have to
Y si
break
no, da
that
igual, me
routine
queda así
and
y ya
create
está.
an entirely new way to play that is maybe a little bit more risk averse, unless you want to play very often, very
Vale,
short
a ver.
bursts. But your experience is always going to be unique and very different because that one life to live changes the entire way that you play.
A la mierda. Qué bueno.
I'm
Hostias.
super excited for you to try hardcore mode, and maybe you'll feel a little safer if you're able to bring those extra items with you in the new bundles.
This is Matthew, take 1.
We added bundles to
Entonces
help
nada,
people
déjalo,
pack more
Master,
into their
no importa.
inventory.
Vale, las
So in
bolsitas,
old
¿no?
versions of Minecraft, if you were digging a tunnel,
Bueno, lo
you might
dejamos
end up
así, ya
with
está,
64
no más,
blocks
que
of
no voy a poner a nadie
cobblestone,
mod.
and it fits into one
Te conozco,
inventory
tío.
slot. Today, if you dig that same tunnel, you're going to get a lot of different blocks. Even if it's only 64 blocks in total, they're going to take a lot of inventory slots because they don't
Aquí,
stack
mundo este,
together.
va, pero no te preocupes, pues
A
vamos.
bundle lets you pack those
Vale, con la
items
bolsa
together,
guardas todo.
reclaim that space,
Estaba claro.
and have an
Sí.
inventory that feels like it did back in the early days of Minecraft.
Bien, yo que me acuerdo, yo creo que uno de
When we
los
first
snaps
came up with
tuvo
the
de las
idea for
bolsas
the
también que
bundle,
puedes
we wanted to
colorearlas,
make
¿no?
sure it
Que
was
lo he
actually
visto.
going to be useful. So we watched a whole lot of streams of players playing survival Minecraft. We waited until they opened their inventory and then we took a screenshot. Then we went through all these screenshots and we said, what could this player do if they had a bundle? What we found is that most people would be able to free up 8 inventory slots or more, which gave them a lot of room to carry more of anything they wanted.
Bolsas, loco, también Minecraft, porque es una locura ya. Pachis.
The main advantage of using
No
a
sabía que
bundle
le
is
dabas
that you
al
can go
Minecraft.
out for longer. If
Buah,
you're going
pues,
out on your
ahí
first
verás muchos
adventure,
vídeos en mi
you
canal de
can
YouTube
pack things
también,
into
que
a
estoy con
bundle
un par
and
de
have a lot
mods.
more space in your inventory before it fills up and you have to come home again. There are a lot of creative ways to use bundles as well. You could create a gift
Cuerda
for your friend,
y uno de
dye a
cuero, ¿no?
bundle
Y
in
luego
their
tú lo
favorite
puedes
color
colorear, ¿no?
and give it to
Sí.
them with their favorite items
No
inside.
como la Surkel Boss, la puedes
Bundles
colorear
are
como
also
las
an
Surkels,
interesting
básicamente.
roleplay
Pero está
item
bien.
or could be
Otra
used in
forma
storytelling.
más...
The idea of having a little
La
bag
otra,
is just
otro
kind
tipo
of
de bolsa, no
inherently
tienes que
cute
esperar
and fun.
Villager news. Breaking news! We interrupt this Minecraft live broadcast for a special report. There's been a monster sighting. Here's villager number 9. Thanks, number 5. Villager number 15 here says there's a monstrous creature right there in those woods. So, number 15, have you ever lied on the news before? What? I'm not lying. I was with my group and the monster, it got all of them. They're all gone. Maybe they just don't like you. You know, because of all the
Será el nuevo
lies.
mob,
That's
¿no?
ridiculous. All right, to
Lo
put
están
an end to
anunciando
these
ya,
clear
¿no?
fabrications, I'm gonna go into the spooky forest and prove there's no monster. All right, let's go.
Oh, you're heading into the woods.
Ah, coño.
Very well.
Bueno,
But I must warn
¿Qué
you.
pasa? Tino! Gracias, Tina. ¿Van a anunciar el mod? Así.
What? Why not?
Oh, no, this is just the entrance, darling. The exit's
No lo
over
van a anunciar
there.
así, ¿no, loco?
All right, come on. Everybody keep their eyes
Es que
peeled
yo creo
for
que aquí van a
monsters.
anunciar
Of
la
course, we
esta,
know
el
there's
nuevo
no
mod,
such
¿no?
thing.
Me
What
imagino.
about zombies? Skeletons?
De la 1.22,
Holy
¿no?
dragon,
I wish
Steve,
they took me
it
once.
didn't look like any of those.
Un
All right,
cuadro de
what did
Steve.
it look like? I couldn't see it clearly. It was behind a tree. Convenient.
No sé si lo van a anunciar, ¿eh?
Hey,
¿Ah,
wait.
sí?
Does
¿En
anyone feel
animación?
like we're being watched? I hope so. We need the ratings. Did anybody hear that? Hear what? The creaking. I'd say it
Mira,
was more
es el
of a
nuevo mob.
crunching. Hey,
Lo
wait,
van a anunciarlo
where's
así,
village
en
number
animación.
31? Is that XP?
La experiencia.
The monster got him! Oh, no, it's happening again.
Hala, ya se han puesto nerviosos. O sea, hace ruido por ahí por la noche, ¿no?
Anybody's XP. And emeralds. And
Y
Simon
esmeraldas.
says, I'm villager number 31, help me. I'm being attacked by a monster. It's circumstantial at best.
Sí, van a
Let's
sacar
move
la
on.
peli. No, no es una serie, no. Van a anunciar la 1.22, la Minecraft Live. Están anunciando ya cosas.
I thought he said there were monsters. Yeah, where's the monster? All right, we've been here for a while and we haven't seen any monsters. Yeah, we should make
Han
our
dicho
way
que va a haber
back.
cambios al modo
Which way was
hardcore.
that again?
Que han dicho.
Oh no, we're lost. No, does anyone know the way back? Villager number 47 will
Y esto
know.
es una animación, o sea, no es serie. No, no, no. Pero hay una película que se va a hacer en los cines.
Maybe there is a monster. There's no monster.
Se ponen
Who
muy
said
nerviosos
that?
los aldeanos. A la mierda.
It's gonna get us. Villager number 5. It appears that a wave of hysteria has afflicted the group.
Más experiencia por
By
ahí.
the notion that there are no monsters in the woods. The cameraman and I are going to run away now. For
Están muriendo los
unrelated
aldeanos o los bichos. Con la experiencia, a la mierda.
Hey, what's behind that tree?
Se va a ver, ¿no? Ya, ¿no? A la
Oh
mierda.
no, villager number 9.
Y no lo van a poner en animación.
Is anybody there?
Pues se da la mierda. ¿O sí? No lo quieren enseñar todavía.
I guess we'll never know what caused this
Yo
tragic
tampoco sabía
chain
que
of
hablaba,
events,
no, no.
but it definitely wasn't a
Pero
monster.
ya van a poner
Well,
cosas de
time
la
for interrupting the
1.22.
show.
Pues,
Now
¿qué
back
minuto
to
ha pasado, eh? No lo han anunciado, pero lo van a anunciar. Hala, muy bien. Maravilloso.
It's
It's been a long time since I first announced our
No hay,
Minecraft movie.
no hay bottom up
We've taken our
tampoco. Lo
time
han
to
quitado
assemble
eso.
an
¿Harán
incredible
algo?
team
Pues
and to
será.
create an original, fun-filled take on the Minecraft universe. From us at Mojang, our partners at Warner Brothers and Legendary, our talented director Jared Hess, and some amazing content creators, we're bringing Minecraft to the big screen in a way you've never seen before. All with the goal of authentically capturing the spirit of Minecraft by working with people who play, love, and care about the game as much as you do. Let's hear from some fellow Minecrafters and take a closer look at how we made this film.
La película, ¿no?
Let's do it.
Ah, mira, la película de Minecraft.
I'm Torbe, creative director of
Ahí está.
entertainment for
Van a poner decir cosas nuevas de la película.
A Minecraft movie.
We're super excited to share some exclusive information about how we made this movie.
Man, to be able to celebrate that fun, amazing, creative spirit that is Minecraft.
Cómo está toda la decoración, la mesa.
We first started talking about making
ahí
a
está el
movie
actor,
what is
uno de los
over a
actores.
decade ago. We really wanted to honor the world. And then spending
Qué
like 3 months
guapo
in New
tú.
Zealand
Mira
on
las
set,
calabazas
we
tú.
really enjoyed
Las
the journey.
sandías.
We
Qué
thought a
loco
lot
tú.
about what kind of movie
Hola.
to do, and we chose live action
Bueno, es una
because it's
locura
not
esto,
something that's been seen
Oh.
before on this scale.
Vale, madre mía, es
amazing
vale.
stories and short films and content in the animation space. And it was like, oh, this is the chance for us doing a film to do something different.
And also kind of wish fulfillment, because I always wondered, like, what would happen if I would wake up inside the
cuánto que
Minecraft
dijeron
world?
que
Like,
iban a hacer una
how would
película
I
de Minecraft?
survive, and would I survive at
Un
all?
huevo.
The idea of being human beings that are
Ya vi un
actually going
tráiler.
into this
Vale.
cubic dimension of the
Ya vi un
overworld
tráiler.
and how those characters are engaging in that space.
Mira la
And
cama.
it just seemed like so much fun.
Qué loco
Everything
tú.
is cubic. Like everything
Las
is
velas.
glass.
We had
Qué
just an absolutely amazing
locura, tú.
crew of talented artists. You know,
Qué
our
locura.
production designer, Grant Major, he was the production designer for the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. We also are working with Weta, and they all had their own personal relationship with the game.
So when they started designing and drawing, it just really popped. What I like about what you did is that the choices you make, they support the story and the character.
Part of that is because just like every Minecrafter, every player, they bring their own original story to what they're doing. It's very intentional that this movie is called a Minecraft movie as opposed to the Minecraft movie. We have an ensemble of characters, these unlikely misfits that get thrown into this adventure into the overworld. And we experience a lot of that through one of our characters named Henry, who's a young man going through a tough time in his life, and he literally has to create to survive.
You know, I saw him on the page and I was
Se
like
escucha
reading the
bien, ¿no?
script, like, oh wait,
Me
he's
escucho
like,
yo bien, ¿no?
you know, a young kid hanging in his room, like building and making stuff. But that's what he is. He's like a maker and he's a creator. Such a big part of Minecraft has been the creator community and modding. So we thought that Henry, the Henry character, could represent
Vale, me alegro.
basically the modder, the person who takes the vanilla game and tweaks it and adjusts it.
Es
and
que
then
tienen
it
que
comes
hacer la
into the
película
Minecraft
tal cual
world.
como
And we
sale
meet
Minecraft, el
Steve, and
juego.
Steve knows everything about vanilla Minecraft.
Es que me río.
We've always said that Steve isn't really
Steve, ¿quién va a ser?
character. Like
Madre mía, este
Steve
es un
is what you
loco.
make him, right?
Yeah.
And we've all embodied Steve and been Steve and done different things. So our
Jack.
Steve in this movie is Jack Black.
He
El amigo
such
Jack.
a huge fan of the game. After a long day of shooting, he was up until the
Ese es
wee
Steve.
hours
Es
of
que
the
es de
night
risa, tú.
playing. It was so funny because he would
Es
shove
que
me,
es de
dude,
locos, tú.
Esmodee, we gotta try this thing, dude. You know, some build that he did or something gnarly that happened to him. He just loves the idea that he's able to bring his version of Steve to life.
Play from the top one more time.
Figuring out crafting was super fun. When the game came out, there wasn't a recipe book, and people were like, "Wait, what happens if I put these things like that?" When Garrett's character and these new characters come into the world, they don't know the recipes, they don't know what to do.
The Jason Momoa character, Garrett, is a guy that was like a world championship video gamer in the late 1980s. And he kind of peaked then, but he's still stuck in the past. He's got a little bit of Arrested Development. He's holding on to that former glory.
We want to show you a short scene that shows Henry and Garrett and Steve. Steve is kind of demonstrating his skills, and then Garrett tries to demonstrate his
Sí,
skills.
va a haber mucho
And
humor.
Garrett's the noob.
Seguro. La mesa de crafteo.
It's a crafting table. Here's how it works. You place these elements,
¿Una espada?
patterns, and
Así se fabrica la espada de hierro, loco. Puto Steve. ¡Qué loco!
I'll show you a blade. Yeah. Hammer.
Y lingote de hierro.
That's okay, bud. Buckets
Madre mía, loco.
When we were
Cubos.
designing crafting and talking about what should it look like, we basically started at the crafting table itself. We looked at the crafting table, we looked at the in-game texture, and it has this like super pixelated picture of like a hammer and a saw there on the side. So obviously that was built into the real-world crafting table. So it got this hammer, and we figured we honor the 3x3 grid.
Recordad, hay drops activos en
I thought it would be
Twitch.
cool and kind
Lo
of fun
sepáis.
and gratifying just to give it a massive whack and then have things appear. Remember when we were trying to figure out the size of the block that you break itself? Like when Steve holds a block, it's like this big. And there we actually found out that going 1 meter by 1 meter, which is like, 3 feet by 3 feet, is actually too big. So we scaled it down, and it scales like 60 centimeters cubed, which is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. And then in the background and maybe in the foreground, we sometimes scaled it down a little bit, but we would always honor powers of 2 because we're programmers and we like powers of 2.
We had to honor what you experience in the game, but also make it work for
tú ves una persona en directo en Twitch y depende de si lo tienes ligada la cuenta a tu canal de cuenta de Twitch, depende de los drops que hay drops que te dan máscaras, objetos cosméticos, etcétera, en tu cuenta. Están ofreciendo una máscara de Minecraft en tu cuenta y luego que si alguien se suscribe con suscripción de pago a una persona, creo que te dan otro drop diferente.
Super excited to see in the overworld.
Estoy en la plataforma morada de Twitch, Onda Master. Cosa que eso, por ejemplo, YouTube no tiene.
The filmmakers are still
guapo, la de la película, cuando salga lo veremos. No en directo, pero yo lo veré, seguramente.
As well as listening to the community to continue to shape and craft the film in a way that's fresh and new, but still authentic to the spirit of the game. Look for more exciting updates soon.
Do you want to adventure through Minecraft biomes in real life? You may have your chance with Minecraft Experience Villager Rescue, our first real-world immersive experience where you'll get to journey through a Minecraft adventure in real life. Let's take a behind-the-scenes look before it debuts in Dallas this October and spawning in cities near you in the future.
Olivier, prise 2. Premise of Minecraft Experience. First thing is authenticity. Our goal is to make sure that it is truly authentic for all of you folks. The second thing is defining a new lens from which you can interact with the game, with the IP, with the brand.
This is a story of a village attacked by zombies, and it's your quest to go out and save them. We have 17-foot projection walls that we can interact with throughout, which allows us to do things like fight our mobs, chop down trees, collect those resources, everything that you do in the game, only this time you've stepped inside it.
Porque es interactivo.
This is an experience where you're going to see, feel, and hear what it's like to be in Minecraft. World premiere is in Dallas-Fort Worth, and then we'll see where we go. Head to the website and tell us where you want to see the Minecraft experience.
And now it's time to reveal our
Empezamos.
new drop, releasing in a few months.
A ver, los próximos
meses.
meses.
Really excited about the idea of adding a new biome.
Nuevo
and
bioma.
we created one with its own unique mood and identity.
Vale. ¡Hola! ¡Qué guapo! ¡Uy, la música!
During daytime, it's quiet, like almost serene in the new Pale Garden.
De Pale Garden, eso estaba claro el bioma. ¡Hola!
While you might feel calm walking around in this
Es un bosque muerto.
There's also an eerie mood.
Es madera, eso es como
Something
madera blanca,
isn't
¿no?
Quite right. Then When darkness
por la noche
falls,
tú flipas,
you
¿no?
indeed feel another side of this place. Like the hanging moss shifts from being
Uy,
creepy
gravilla.
to really spooky.
Tiene doble
and
altura.
you
¿La habéis visto el
realize
suelo?
that you're not
Es que yo...
alone. There's something lurking in the shadows.
So everything about this biome feels unfamiliar, and this is by design. We want you to feel a bit curious and scared.
Vale,
like,
un
what is
poco
this
tenebroso y
place?
tal,
Why
¿no?
is it so
Mira, eso
different
es un
from
nuevo
everything else?
bloque.
What we need
No es
for the
grava.
biome is to
Y,
have, like, a low
y la doble esta
visibility,
altura es
and
como
we've
la nieve, pero
created
no es
the
nieve.
pale hanging moss
Luego
for
esas
this.
algas
This
también,
really
todo eso es
inhibits,
nuevo.
like, how much you can
Madera,
see and how far you can
brote,
see,
seguro.
but you
Eso
can still
todo
walk
pondrá.
through it. So you're traversing through
Vale,
the,
es el
through
nuevo,
the
ese
forest
es el
and
nuevo
like,
bloque.
trying to find everything, but you don't know what will be behind
Las algas,
the hanging
bueno,
moss.
algas parecidas
Yeah,
o...
it gives you kind of a
No, algas no, ¿cómo
strange
se les
feeling
llama?
when you enter. It's
¿Cómo se llama?
unnaturally quiet
Espérate,
and
Tina.
a feeling of something weird's going on here.
Se escucha el ruido del... Mira, mira, mira. Ahora se escucha.
I really like the ambiance of the new biome.
Buah, es un
It
bioma
invokes
tenebroso.
really those
Esto es para
eerie
Halloween.
and spooky feelings.
Está clarísimo,
Eerie
¿eh?
indeed. And
Te lo
turns
ponen
out
para
there
Halloween
actually is
fijísimo.
something lurking in the shadows.
Bueno, a ver, es otro nuevo
The
contenido
creaking.
de Creaking. El nuevo modo. ¡Oh! ¡Loco! ¡Hostias, tú!
It's our first tree-like creature,
Hola.
and it's almost like it's camouflaging in the pale garden.
Que se
And when it's dark
camufla,
at night,
loco.
It's kind of hard
Buah.
to see it, except those like in the
¡Qué
same
locura, loco!
Yeah, and it also interacts with those trees, which is super fun.
Yeah, there's a special new
Hostias,
block
tú.
that it has a connection to.
Vale.
When you
¡Hola, las
approach the
partículas!
creaking, you can actually realize that it doesn't take any damage, and when you try to hit it, it points you somewhere in the canopy.
¡Hala, y se
That's where
cura con
basically
eso!
the creaking heart is, and that's what controls
¿Qué
the mob.
dices? ¡Hala!
One of the main
Es
themes
inmortal.
of the Pale Garden and its inhabitants
¡Hoy la
is
madera
that
y
there's a
todo!
lot of contrast from the rest of the world. So when we made the creaking, we also wanted it to feel unfamiliar and different from other mobs, which is why we made it more asymmetric, to really go on this point of like
¡Hala!
being
Cuando
different from
no...
everything else.
Tienes que... ¡Hala, tú! ¡Qué loco!
The creaking doesn't exist on its own. It's more of like a puppet of the new block. The
Un nuevo
creaking
bloque.
heart.
De creaking...
So
¡Oh, el
the creaking
corazón!
heart and its creaking puppet
Hola.
really comes with a new combat challenge or combat mechanic, both in the way that you need to destroy
¡Hola,
the
y lo
heart block
matas!
to actually kill the creaking, and
O
also
sea,
of course,
no
that the
puedes,
creaking
tienes que
only
darle para que
moves
con
when
una
you
madera
look
le
away.
dé el corazón
So,
suyo y lo
don't
mate.
blink.
¡Hola, qué mecánica, loco!
I
En
really
ese
like the
bioma.
sandboxiness of the creaking heart. So if I use Silk Touch, you obtain it, and then you can place it anywhere you want in the Minecraft world. So if you want to be as evil as the creaking heart itself, you can
Creaking
place
heart.
it and make your friends really terrified.
¡Hola, tú! ¡Qué loco!
To embrace the quietness of Minecraft,
Qué
we
loco,
added
está guapísimo.
ambient sounds for this biome that only plays during the night, that comes from the blocks that surrounds you, that will make an even more creepier experience for the player. And to do that,
Bueno, los
you need to
sonidos-
play with the silence and the contrast of the silence and the sounds.
¡Guau, loco! ¿Cómo viene corriendo el
to make
colega?
creaking, I gathered a
Vale,
lot of
un corazón y
creaky
medio
stuff
le
that
quita
will
cada
make
vez que
creaky
no
sounds.
le ves. ¡Hostias, es muy troll
Obviously,
eso,
the biggest thing would be to gather wood and twigs and stuff like that, dead leaves, to get rustling and creaking. But I also
¡Qué
recorded
locura, tú!
salty
O
sticks,
sea,
the Swedish
necesitas
snack,
estar todo el rato
like it's Swedish.
pendiente de mirándole para que se
And
quede
one of
quieto. Si le da la
the
espalda,
biggest
corre como
part,
un
actually, of
cabrón.
the sound is my table creaking, dragging against the floor, and also a chair. I also recorded
Es muy loco,
teeth. It sounds a bit like bones, maybe, when the mob is walking. So it's a
What do you mean by teeth? Oh, okay. So we wanted to make the biome very gray to give
Yo
this
creía
very
que solo
eerie
era eso.
feeling,
¡Guau,
right?
vaya mecánica que tiene lo del mob!
And with these gray tones, a very fitting new wood set.
Vale, la madera. Estaba claro.
And this is something that players have wanted for a long time.
¡Oh, qué bonita madera, loco!
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Uy, la
for the
lisa.
oak
Esa está
wood set,
guapísima.
especially that in a lot of places, people paint their fences white, for example, for a white picket fence. And
Oh, qué
that will be exciting
guapo las
for a lot of
vallas.
players to
Hola,
actually
mira, mira,
represent
mira, mira,
themselves.
Oh, qué
And
guapos.
then we also have like the hanging moss, and you can bone wheel it.
Qué
It's
bonito.
renewable.
Uy, la
And
combinación
so
con
I
lo
think
del
like
Nether.
bringing it
Bueno,
as well,
bueno,
and
bueno. Lo estoy
maybe
viendo
put
ahí.
it in a greenhouse and things hang from the roof, or like a wild garden, something
Tonos
like that would be really
blanquecinos.
fun to build with it, I think.
Qué guapo.
Yeah,
Guay,
it's
y
also
si
really
lo
unique
mezclas con lo
carpet
del
moss
Nether,
because it's also
la piedra
spreads
negra y todo eso.
all over the
¡Oy,
sides of the blocks, and that's
qué
also really
bonito!
great.
We look for a lot of
Hola, qué bueno
inspiration,
esa
so we've looked
que
at
se
all
junte
these
con la
kind of
madera.
different
¡Uy,
forests
qué
all over the
bonito!
world. A tree that stood out was like the willow tree, like because it's very hanging. There's a lot of like drapery, and it feels very eerie. Then we looked at like Spanish moss. This was like the inspiration for the pale hanging moss that we've used in the biome eventually, because this gives this like drapey feeling without being willow trees, and it was a little bit more versatile and flexible to use in the biome, and could also be used as like building blocks.
Qué guapo, tú.
We are super excited to see what you do with these new features and the new game drop.
Este es el nuevo
We
drop.
want to create connections between features because the Minecraft world is an ecosystem and we really want it to feel like that. And the creaking heart and its puppet creaking, it really has a new way of creating this kind of connection. So it's gonna be really fun.
O sea, que esto se conectará para el siguiente drop.
And it's actually coming to snapshots, previews, and
Vale,
betas very
snapshots,
soon.
betas y
soon
tal.
you can all try
Para que
that.
se vayan viendo las cosas.
Villager number 9 here. Sorry for interrupting again,
Madre
but villager
mía,
number
loco.
15 and I have just escaped from the spooky forest. And I'd just like to state, like I said earlier, that I was right. There is in fact a monster in the woods.
Mola
that looks
mucho
like
eso,
wood
esa
and sounds
mecánica,
like wood. What? That's a lie. You didn't
Muy
believe
guapo
that
esa
at all. You
mecánica,
didn't believe me. But in my heroic foray into the spooky forest, I, villager number 9, single-handedly discovered the creature that I shall now name the Crunching. It's called a creaking. They literally just said its name. Maybe I should go into monster hunting. I'm clearly very
Ay,
good
Dios,
at it.
ya la he
Villager
liado.
number 9, monster hunter.
Míralo.
It's got a nice ring to
Exacto,
it. Well,
claro.
sorry to interrupt
Hola.
the show again.
Eh.
Now back to Minecraft.
A la mierda.
Stick around with us for the first ever playthrough of the Pale Garden in our after show, starting in just a few moments. Our developers will take us on a deeper dive through the new game drop as we bravely explore this new biome together.
Ya
These new
está.
game drops can be played in betas and snapshots soon,
Ya no van a
and will
anunciar
release to
nada
everyone
más.
in the next few months. We hope you're as excited as us about everything happening in the world of Minecraft. Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, a huge thank you.
Y ya está. Y se ha acabado. Es que es una locura, loco. ¡Media hora! Ya está. Y ya está. Y se ha acabado, gente. Es que es una locura lo de Minecraft Live, loco. Ya está. Pero está guapo. Pero es que ya... Madre mía, tío. Bueno.
We're excited you're joining us for the after show where we're
Para,
going to
para,
deep dive
no ha
into the
acabado.
next game drop with
Claro.
a bunch
Ahora
of
van a
people
explicar
from the
mucho
team,
mejor esto.
like this guy right here.
Que van a jugar.
I'm Marco. I'm a gameplay engineer working on the Bedrock side of things.
Es
and
que esto
I
no sé
worked
si
on this
verlo,
game
loco.
drop.
Vamos a estar...
My name is Anna, and I'm the producer
Media
who
hora
worked
y
on this
media de
game drop.
tal.
And I'm Jens, Chief Creative Officer here at Mojang.
Yes, and you did not work on this game drop.
I did not.
We're going to drop you into the game and then just see how you do, yes.
Looking forward to it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the game. We have a bunch of different things we're going to play through. And the first thing we're going to start with is, don't worry, the Pale Garden in the daytime. So Jens and Anna will be the first to start playing.
Let's go.
Okay. So far, not so pale.
Getting there.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Yeah, so you can see why it's called Pale Garden, definitely. Yeah, we wanted to go for a look which is eerie more than spooky. We
we didn't want this place to be terrifying, but we wanted player to feel like there was something wrong, especially when you contrast this with other biomes like the dark forest, right? The dark forest is really similar, but it feels like something is wrong here. It make it become pale. There is all this new vegetation, so you get the
sin nada ya, sin
I love
equipamiento,
how it's just
a
all of a sudden
la
you go
vera.
from this like bright contrasty world to like desaturated as soon as you walk in. Even the sky is like gray.
Yeah. Then there's no music. There's some eerie sounds playing.
Mucho bosque,
so
mucho árbol,
atmosphere.
Anna, are you bone mealing it?
I am.
Yeah, that's the pale moss. It's a new family of moss that we are adding. So we have the hanging one, but also the block, the carpet, and for these blocks we were inspired from the Spanish moss and the white moss, and we kind of blended them into a unique block.
I feel like builders will really like design their world in super cool ways.
Yeah, especially with the moss carpet is really fun because when you place it, it kind of gets a random configuration and creeps up to neighboring blocks up to 2 blocks tall.
It's really cool. And the new wood set, we're going to see a whole village built in it. But it's really nice to have that like white, gray color scheme. Okay, let's look at a creaking before we have to take one on because we're in creative mode. So probably a good time to see it up close. It really, okay. You can immediately tell how it will blend in with the trees and the biome. Since right now I'm like,
todos los mobs.
Where is it?
But yeah, se nota el cambio completamente. De un esqueleto verde venenoso que fue en las trials, chambers, a esto, loco.
Forest by yourself, and you hear some noises, and then you start to see a silhouette in the distance. It's really something. It behaves a bit differently in creative mode. In mod, you can actually kill it. Instead, in survival, is because
can you spawn another one? Jens, was that you?
I think we both did.
You're like on command.
You don't have to ask us twice.
Felt like a cue.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really cool how not only is it tree-like, but it also has these like the legs feel like they're roots in the ground.
Yeah, and it's actually rooted. If you try to push it, you can't because it's rooted in the ground. And,
he said push, not kill.
So we really wanted to sell this fantasy of this thing, which is when it's connected to the creaking art, is invulnerable and it's really part of the block. It's connected to it through roots, so you can't move it.
It's pretty amazing to look at it here, and when you see the trees behind it, it just blends in so much, even with even with the moss.
Yeah.
Okay, Jens, are you feeling ready? Because now you're going to take one on outside of this nice, safe pale garden.
Absolutely. I'll give it a try.
Okay.
I'm usually very cautious and take things very carefully, so I think this is going to be a little bit more tricky than I'm used to.
I'm not cautious at all. I just risk everything all the time.
Me as well, just run straight into it and then wonder how I die.
I'm the same way. I lose my gear all the time when I'm in survival.
I rage quit a lot and then I can't play for a while because, I mean, it usually has to do with lava. I don't know. It's like, from the beginning, I've been a lava magnet.
Nuevo bioma, nuevas maderas diferentes para decorar.
Who doesn't love a hot
el mob
con
un nuevo objeto, el corazón del creaking. ¿Cómo se llama en español? Ya veremos.
So Jens, you're gonna go in now.
Y este es el drop pequeñito que hay de Minecraft.
The three of us are just gonna get to sit here and watch and comment on your playing.
Yes.
It won't only be the creaking.
Ahora están jugando de noche.
It will be all the usual scary things you find in dark
Ahora ya
forests.
entran ya con armadura de diamante, bueno, las cosas de una espada de diamante y luego armadura de hierro, ¿no? Porque no lleva todas las
Feels like it felt different in the pale garden. It did feel different.
So let's see what will I find here.
Okay, let's see, Jens, if you can find a creaking.
So far, it's very calm.
Yeah.
It is very calm.
Ahí escucha.
Okay.
There it is.
Ahí está el colegio. ¡Ahí va! Venga, hasta luego. Adiós, Creeper.
Oh, now there's two of them.
Double.
Jens, you have
Okay.
two
Pero
creaking.
¿cuántos salen,
No.
loco?
Sí, okay.
Ahí va.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and this one.
Yes.
Particles
Que le
are
des.
showing-
¡Hostia, hostia, lo que se mueve!
Where the
¡Hola!
creaking art is, right?
Pero
So
qué rapidez,
it's
loco.
invulnerable, it's trying to punch
No, no, no,
it,
no, no.
but nothing
Hola,
is
hola,
happening,
hola,
but
hola,
the
hola.
update-
A la mierda.
And I fell in a hole.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
And
okay,
now
okay.
it's not looking at the creaking, so they're gonna
There-
sneak
there
up
it
on
is.
you.
¡Ya loco!
Yes.
Pero que...
Anna,
Pero
you were
¿cómo
telling
corre
me
el
that that's
mob?
pretty challenging, like the mob and the block being linked.
Yeah,
Toma.
we haven't done
Hostia, si
anything
no te
like
dejan en
this
paz, pero hay un
before, where you can't
montonazo,
actually
loco.
hurt the mob, but you need to find a block that it's interacting with.
Todo
so
el
it
rato
was
tienes
both
que
a
estar
fun design
mirándolos.
challenge and a nice challenge for our engineers.
Oops.
Oh, Jens' commentary. Whoops.
Yeah, so trying to...
Loco,
How do you
es
have
que,
so-
es que lo mismo que no mires. ¡Hola!
Okay.
Okay, found the
Now I
part.
fell down in the same hole again.
Okay.
That's
I'm
all.
trying to figure out...
¿Cómo corren, loco?
Okay.
¡Oh! Ahí está eso.
Okay. You
Ahí
found
está.
one.
Okay, so...
¡Oh! Y se muere
Okay, so you
instantáneamente.
destroyed one, then it's just kind of poofing
Yes.
Yeah.
away.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
we
falls apart.
Okay, the next one, Jens, can you use Silk Touch and actually take the creaking heart with
Yeah,
you?
I'll try that.
Don't
So
fall
it's in
into a
this tree?
hole again, Jens.
No.
Loco, es que tú
it's
fíjate
walking
lo que corren.
backwards, it's not safest. Let's see.
Yeah,
Where
it's-
is it?
I mean, trying to
Ahí
keep
está, míralo.
Here it is.
eyes on it.
So now I have an axe with silk touch. So
Okay.
now I get it,
Y
and
muere.
that destroys the creaking, and I get the... Here you have it, the creaking
Freaking
heart.
here.
That's amazing.
Nice.
So, but it was a quite calm night. Anyway,
Yeah,
we got one creeper. Oh, there we have a
Okay,
zombie.
it did feel more calm.
But still,
Salen
trying
también
to keep
zombies,
this in view while
creepers.
finding the
Hostia,
heart.
es una película esto.
Still, I kind of forgot that the zombie would attack me. I was like, hey, I'm looking at you.
No sé cuántas veces les
Like,
tienes que
this
dar para
is
que le
super
aparezca el
easy,
corazón en la
and all
madera.
of a sudden, everything is spawning at you.
Es que, fíjate,
No,
qué deprisa van a lo
I'm
mismo
pretty
que no le
impressed,
ves.
Jens. I think you did a good job. You not only killed a creaking heart, but then you actually like took one with you.
Buah, tienes que estar al,
Yeah,
al
thankfully
loro
I
porque
I
es
had-
que...
Oops, a creeper.
No, bueno, es
I
una
know the
locura, eh.
compliment didn't
Yes.
work.
I have iron armor, so I'm
Toma,
not
ahí está de
completely
nuevo.
unprotected.
Loco,
Okay.
no,
Okay,
no te
there's
deja en
another
paz,
one.
eh.
Another one.
Okay, so where are you?
No, no, it's
Oh.
him,
Oh,
it's
it's
him,
right
okay.
there.
Ah, it's
He
that one.
caught up with you because you lost track of him.
Because not only are they linked, but they also have
Imagino
like a
que tendrá
perimeter
brote
they
y
have
todo,
to
¿no?
stay in.
They have a territory of
are
32
you?
blocks, so if they get to the edge of it, they will just they won't be able to
Está
step further
buscándolo.
away because they're connected to the block. It's
Find
not
it.
like they
Ahí
can
está,
go
míralo.
Yeah.
There you go.
wherever they
It's
want.
right above you.
Oh,
Ah, it was a bit hard to see.
oh, it's really staying close by.
Adiós.
Nice.
Instantáneo,
Okay.
eh.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
very impressive, yeah.
Three
Qué
creatures.
guapo
Yeah,
eso, eh.
three creakings. That's awesome. Okay,
That's it.
now we're gonna let you rest for a second after that tough experience with the creaking. How often is the team play testing as you're building out the features?
It's I mean it's a continuous process, right? Because the moment you build something, then you have to play it right
Me
after, right? To
imagino
check if
Que el corazón tendrá
everything
algún
is,
uso, pero
is
no en
alright.
este, sino en el
But beside
próximo
that, then
drop,
we have more
que dicen que habrá
extensive
drops, puede
play
ser.
testing that is scheduled on certain phases of the development.
Yeah. But testing within the team we do almost
Yeah.
daily.
Okay.
Like just
Como
loading
son
it on someone's
tanta
computer and
gente,
going over
podrían
there and
hacer más
testing.
cosas.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, that's the dream, right? You just get to play Minecraft every day. Jens, you've played this before, so you've seen it. This wasn't your
Yes.
first creaking experience.
And no, it wasn't. No, so I asked, can I have a build, and yeah, Anna provided. So I've been able to playtest, and I'm really impressed. I
Yeah.
really like it.
It's been amazing what the team has made. I think that it's always fun to see like the ideas come to life, and especially with the creaking and the creaking heart, how many different teams had to work on it with art and sound and design and gameplay. It like really came together so nicely.
Thank you. We can't wait to see what players do with this when it's out, because that's the most inspiring, of course, because our players are so much
Pues
more
nada, nosotros lo
creative
vamos a
than
dejarlo
we
por
can
aquí,
ever
¿no?
be.
Yeah, we had some friends actually create some builds that we can jump into the game. So now it's going to be Jens and I playing. Woo! I'm going back to like old school days here, playing and talking at the same time.
¡Oh, qué bonito!
So we're in a really cool village.
¡Hola! Es que mira, ¿lo ves? Como te digo, la combinación del Nether. ¡Guau, qué locura, eh!
And I'm so
Esas paredes lisas, loco.
Different everything looks.
Yeah, there are like so many different things you can do. Like the thing first thing that
Escaleras,
comes to mind for me is especially seeing that gazebo is like Hellish. You know, like it's there's Whitewood and it's really fantasy with the lanterns and everything. But there's also like more modern things you can do, right?
Ya, una
I
madera
love the
blanca,
modern,
loco.
like you're exactly right. It's very fantasy, but then also very
Está
modern.
muy guapo, loco, eh. Uy, las
Anna, you told me you
trampillas,
thought
eh.
it had
Las
this, like,
trampillas.
millennial
¿Qué
gray.
dices que tienes?
I
¿Y la
mean, it
puerta?
is.
Exactly. I
Uy, la
really love
puerta,
that
cómo
for
mola.
my
Mira la
future
puerta.
builds. I'm gonna use it
Wow.
a lot. But something else I
guapo.
really like besides the color palette is also like the beautiful details. Like if we look at one of the doors, I have these little
love the
metal
door.
Que todas las
details.
trampillas y las puertas son diferentes.
It
Muy
really
guapo.
looks. This one looks really different, and it has almost a medieval look.
Yeah.
But I guess it also depends on which build you use it on, which makes it extra cool. Oh, we have some like moss growing.
Yes,
la
yeah,
decoración, el
it's
suelo,
really
la
versatile, and
esta
that's a
está
bit
muy
of
guapa.
I don't know, extra dimension, I guess, to the builds because yeah, it overlaps and creates interesting effects, and it's super easy to use. You just place it, it gets random configuration, so you
A
get a
estos
bit
le
of
falta la
variety.
decoración
And
para
I
los cofres. ¿no? Si
love
pusieran cofre
this
de madera,
little
loco,
sapling.
flipa.
I just
El
want
sapling, ¿no? ¿Esto es el sapling?
Not even a house, just.
¡Oh, la
just
nueva! La
saplings.
sapling nueva.
I can
Míralo,
look at.
ahí
I think
está.
are so cute.
Yeah, the shape is really something. It's like twisted and yeah, with the
Ahí
branches
está
coming
el
down.
sapling. Bien, menos mal,
Jens,
bien,
you're
vale.
gonna show us a way. This was your idea, Marco, of how you might use the creakings to protect yourself and
yeah.
your village.
Yeah, you know, because the creaking is kind of protecting its own forest, right? So the same way the players could use it to protect their own base by creating devices that activate and fend off enemies.
Uy,
So this is a piston that's going to. I mean, because basically
¿Con el
you can
corazón?
only have the creaking heart work
Ah,
when
entonces
it's
se han
in
puesto algo.
between two pale
A ver.
blocks.
Yeah, exactly, and they need to be aligned the same direction as the creaking guard because it is, you know, it's a log block with something inside, so it needs to be aligned. And once it's in the right
Actívalo.
configuration, it will activate.
Okay, are you gonna activate it, Jens?
It needs to be nighttime as well.
Oh yes. Okay, well now it's night.
All
Ta-da.
right.
Vale, lo hacen de noche.
Yes. So
¿Qué pasa
I
cuando lo
pull this
pones?
lever
Okay.
and see.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I
we have
hear
it.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Ooh. There it is.
This. So this little contraption made it.
So
made it small.
I had other plans than like using it for protection. I was thinking of more like more scheming.
Pranking.
I love that idea too.
Okay, you're more of a pranker like me, Anna. Okay, good. I was like, oh yeah, protect.
Es un
the
protector.
village.
Para eso lo utilizas.
What about scare everyone?
Yeah.
Es un amigo.
I love how it activates too, and the color changes.
Yes.
Yeah. Since it requires a configuration to work, we wanted to give players some feedback. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. Now it lights up, and then once it's night, it will actually spawn the creaking. A fun thing also is that if now you deactivate the piston, the block will the creaking guard will still stay on because there's a creaking spawned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see now it stays
Yeah.
because otherwise it would be too easy, right? You just remove the log, which takes I don't know, nothing seconds if you have an axe, and then the creaking disappears. Instead, we want you to actually engage with the block and destroy it.
Okay, so
O sea,
once it's
tienen que
activated, you
destruirlo
have
para
to
que no-
destroy it.
Vale.
Yeah.
Destroy
Para
the
que no esté
block.
activado,
You
¿no?
can't just
Exactly.
destroy everything
Yeah.
around it. That's
Or you wait for
O
day,
sea, es un
right? And then it will
protector el
just
colega.
deactivate and the
Lo
creaking
de que
will
lo
disappear.
desactivas, desaparece.
Can be a long wait.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I just want to say the new wood set is really nice.
Eso no lo sabía, loco.
But also it gives a little bit of the saturated effect. And when you're in the pale garden, everything is desaturated and the sky is desaturated. So you can also, instead of bringing the block wood type out, you can bring other wood types in and actually build something in a completely different environment that makes it feel very, very unique. I really like that.
That's a really good idea for all of our builders, which is definitely not me. Okay, now we're gonna go to our very last challenge. I am definitely not doing it though. Marco,
Okay.
you said you
Let's
wanted
go.
to take Jens
Yes,
on.
yeah.
So we've built a full arena for the two of you, player versus player. What you're gonna do is inside the arena, there's a grass side and a sand side. Marco, which one are you? You're grass.
Yeah.
Jens, you're sand. In the arena, there are a bunch of creaking hearts and with creaking
Vale, es un juego
spawning
que van a hacer
all
tal.
over.
Pues nada,
You
gente,
need
vamos
to
a
use
dejarlo por
silk
aquí.
touch.
Y
Take
nada,
the creaking
bueno,
heart and then
está bien.
each time
Pero lo
deliver
vamos a
it
dejar,
into
gente. Mañana
your
seguimos.
side's,
Mañana
like,
es domingo.
goal
Mañana
area. You need to
Minecraft.
get
Vamos a
7 of
empezar ya
them in
sí,
order to win.
con el pack de mods. Me lo
One
tengo que
thing
pensar
you'll
bien
notice
si
is
hacemos o no
each time
hacemos
you
Minecraft
put it into
Vanilla.
the
De
goal, it will
momento
spawn
no me
more
llama la atención para
creaking
hacerlo.
because
No
you
sé.
are actually
Veremos.
activating
Así que
the
nada,
fire.
gente, un abrazo.
So,
Nos vemos.
any
Chao,
final
chao.